In this third video of my series, Recover, I'm going to go over my practice plan, and I'm going to go over the 4 little sections of technique. So the next 4 videos is taking one aspect of each of these. Today's is breathing. So to start with our breathing, it's something we do every day, but we don't do enough of it. And we've all heard that before. We've all been told that. Whether you've been playing for 2 weeks or whether you've been playing for 25 years, it's always the same thing, that breathing is the fundamental thing that gets a brass instrument to work. Otherwise, without breath, this thing is not going to happen. So a couple of breathing exercises for you. The first thing is to make sure you're standing nice and tall, keeping your shoulders down, and just take a nice deep breath in. Saying the word ho, so it's warm air in, and ho, warm air out. Try breathing in for 4 counts, and then try blowing out for 8 counts. And as you do that, just concentrate on keeping everything relaxed. Check in as well to make sure that you can feel that feeling of kind of everything relaxing and opening out, and then the muscles in the opposite direction squeezing it and moving the air back out the instrument. So make sure you're aware of that feeling of breathing and blowing. And then take it to the trumpet. Put your lips around the outside of the mouthpiece. And again, to extend these exercises, don't just do them as a very basic, I'm going to just blow through my instrument. Practice all the little nuances of that. Practice all the different ways we can do that, so we can go from slow air to fast air, quiet to loud. You know, all of these exercises are working our breathing muscles and not only relaxing them, but working them and stressing them and just building. And that's the key thing that we're looking at throughout this entire series, is building and repairing and recovering. So, you know, see how long you can keep those quiet noises going. And then once you've gone through that and you've done those breathing exercises, there's a couple of little extra things you can do to extend your breathing. This one is horrible and it's so embarrassing. It's called the goldfish breath, and all you do is breathe in and sip air in until you can't get any more air in, and then just blow it all out. What that does is it stretches our rib cage and it stretches our intercostal muscles, which really does kind of give us a real stretchy workout, and it's a really useful skill to be able to do. Don't do it until it hurts, just do it until you feel like you can't get any more air in. If you want to really get the burn on that one and really extend that exercise, you can sit on a chair, lean forward, put your arms underneath your legs and pull yourself down, and that really works the back as well. So that works the back muscles as well. But again, take it really, really gently. If you're doing any breathing exercises and you feel dizzy, just grab a seat, sit down, and just slow your breathing. But I think as we recover and we get back into playing and we start to play and playing a lot more, and certainly more difficult pieces and things like that, I think what we need to do is we need to really concentrate on that as being our kind of default setting almost. You know, the first thing we do when we play is we hear that warm air coming in, and we concentrate on the feeling of moving air through the instrument. It's important not to worry about the sound that comes out the end of the instrument. You know, it's important we're just concentrating on this physical thing at the minute. We're not worried about, does that sound like, you know, Alison Balsam or whatever, you know. What we're looking at is we're looking at just getting things flowing, getting things moving. It will just improve over time and the more that we do it. So this week, remember, you know, it's a gentle recovery. We're coming back into things gently, really focusing on just building that idea of flow and moving the airstream. And remember that your practice room is your safe space. Whether you've got a practice mute in, it is your safe space. It's where you can make mistakes. It's where we have to make mistakes to improve. That's how we improve as musicians, is by fails, the first attempt in learning. So practice room, safe space, get a practice mute in, and just take everything nice and steady. And we'll see you again next week for Embouchure. Is where, you know, it sounds like a fire at the zoo kind of thing, you know, but this is where we get better and in the third part of the series called Recover, I'm going to cover too many covers. Talk about my 4-part practice plan. In this third part of the video series Recover, I'm going to talk about my 4-part